Hello! In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the right slip cable and the right cable in the Mother Road Beanie without a cable needle. And at the end, we're going to throw in that right slip cable decrease you have to do at the top of your hat. So here we are. I have begun my pattern. I'm through one repeat and I'm beginning my second entire repeat of the pattern. So we're going to work up here to our next right slip cable. This is a 1-to-1 cable. And the fun thing about it is you don't actually have to knit both of the stitches in your cable because one of them is just being slipped. So here we are. We're ready to do a right slip cable using these two stitches here. We'll be moving the slip stitch here over into this space. And so this is how we do it without a cable needle. We're going to take the tip of our right needle and insert it into the front of our stitch that needs to be slipped, just like that. We only have that second stitch there caught on our right needle. And then we slide both up close to the tip, and as we remove both front two stitches, we're pinching with our forefinger and our thumb of our right hand, just like that. So that stitch is now free and loose, but it can't really go anywhere because I've got it securely pinched between my fingers, and it's just right here, ready for me to scoop it up with my left needle tip. Now the beauty is, this is a slip stitch. We don't have to do anything with it. It's now in the place it needs to be. All we have to do now is knit the stitch that we just put onto the left needle, and we're done. So we slip this guy here and we knit, and let's do one more of these to show you. So we'll knit our 3 to get to the right slip cable. And here we are again. So we're going to go into the front of the second stitch on the needle, which is the stitch we're slipping, and grabbing it with our right needle tip, scoot both up to the tip and slide them both off. This one's dangling in the wind, but it's secure because we're pinching it, and all we have to do now is slip the tip of our left needle in and catch it. It's all secure. This is all done. That's all we have to do here is move it over to the right needle, and then we just knit this one. Nice and easy. So, oh, and I got to slip this one. So you can perform that all the way every time that it is called for, the 1-to-1 right slip cable. We go into the front of the stitch, slip both of the first two stitches off of our needle, just grab that one right there with the left. This one is already done, and knit the one we just grabbed. Voila. Okay? So let's speed up through our next repeat, and we'll do it one more time. And we slip. Okay, now that we've covered the right slip cable, let's pretend we need to do the right cable. So let me prep this to get this all set up to do the right cable. Okay, in rounds 1, 2, 4, and 5, we do those right slip cables. But in round 6, we're actually going to do a very typical, straightforward 1-to-1 right cable. And if you've done cables without a cable needle before, you probably have that down no problem. But if you haven't, this is a great introduction to doing cables without a cable needle. So I'll walk you through it right now. So we're going to knit up to the 2 stitches we have to do a right cable. And this is going to feel very similar to the slipped cable that we were just doing, but now you actually do have to knit both stitches. And so we're going to go into the front of our second stitch, and we're going to slide both off the needle. There's one free and clear, and we're just going to scoop it up. But the change now is that we need to put this one back on the left needle so we can actually, oops, I used the wrong color. Let me back up really quick. I'm supposed to have my contrast color here. Whoopsie daisies, come on. Undo, okay. Let me grab the right yarn. There we go. Round 6 is actually with our contrast color, so we are cabling with the contrast color. Now I have already replaced these two and put them in new order, so I get to just knit those. And now we have done a 1-1 right cable, crossed to the right, and we can move on. So here we go. We'll knit up to our 2 stitches that need the right cable, and I will demonstrate that again in the right yarn. Okay, here we are. Here's our 2 stitches. We'll slip into the front of the second stitch on the needle, slide both stitches 1 and 2 off the left needle, scoop up the first stitch, so now it's in its new spot, put this second stitch back on the needle, and we'll knit it. And there it is, our 1-1 right cable. Let's do one more time. We'll knit over to the next one here. And we go into the front of the stitch that had previously been slipped, slip both off the needle, grab the one that got free, put the slipped one back on, and knit the two of them separately. All right, there is our 1-1 right cable. And real quick now, I'm going to show you how to do the 1-1 right slip cable decrease. Okay, now we're going to pretend that I am in the decrease section at the top of the hat, and I'm going to demonstrate for you it's abbreviated decrease 1-1 RSC, which is right slip cable decrease. And I'm going to show you both with a cable needle, for those of you that would prefer to use a cable needle, and then without the cable needle. So I've knit up to the area where I need to do the 1-1 right slip cable decrease, and the instructions with the cable needle say slip one stitch to the cable needle. So here I am, I'm going to slip this stitch to the cable needle, hold to the back, so this goes into the back, and then it says slip the next stitch to the right needle. So we'll move this one over, return the stitch from the cable needle back to the left needle. So this now is going back to the left needle. I haven't done any knitting yet, just rearranging stitches using the cable needle. This is my slip stitch. It gets to just stay right here. And now I'm going to knit the next two stitches together. So the stitch I rearranged and the next stitch get knit together, just like that. So we've now decreased one stitch. So I'm going to knit up to the next repeat, and we'll demonstrate that without a cable needle. It's going to feel very similar to doing the regular stitch without a cable needle, the regular 1-1 right slip cable. So we'll go into the second stitch on the needle with the right tip of our, the right needle tip, slip both of them off, just like that. Get that to focus, there we go. And then we'll scoop up the free stitch. Now this one is done, it gets to just sit here, but instead of just knitting this one, we're actually gonna do a knit two together into the next two stitches and make our decrease. And there you have it. I hope you enjoy knitting the Mother Road Beanie.